Hello and welcome to highlights of the Thrustmaster Formula Sim Racing World Championship Round 4 from Istanbul Park in Turkey. Mohammed Patel is leading the championship standings after two wet races with the field close behind. Musto Racing lead the constructors early on, but can they stay there? Martin Stefanko took pole here in Turkey, but a 12th place grid penalty would see him start lower down the field. That promoted Michi Hoyer to pole position and Yerni Simoncic to second place from what was a very close qualifying session. The two Musto drivers are in 7th and 8th, and watch out for Stefanko and Gosby, both with grid penalties and starting on the prime tyres. Can any of those guys jump up the grid? This is also the first dry race of the season so far, so let's see what the real running order is. Here we go then for round 4 of the Thrustmaster Formula Sim Racing World Championship. The tension high for the drivers now as they know it's important to get a good start. As the lights go out, Michi Hoyer gets a bad start but manages to hold the lead into turn 1 as Simoncic has to tuck in behind D'Alessandro. The rest of the field is pretty clean with no contact, and Martin Stefanko has already made a couple of positions. Looking back, D'Alessandro got a really good start, but it was a false start. This means he receives a drive-through penalty. Taking the pain of the drive-through penalty, he serves it at the end of lap 5, and he rejoins the track ahead of Martin Stefanko and Michael Francesconi. On that same lap, Stefanko has a run on Francesconi, making the move into the hairpin as he continues his charge towards the leaders. The leaders, they're battling hard but staying in position, so when the first pit stops came around, it was the same order at the top. Hoyer and Simoncic from the lead on lap 17, along with some other cars going for a two-stop strategy. One person to lose out was Florian Becker, who pitted for prime tyres and came out behind a train of drivers who all started on prime tyre. Risto Capit was the first to make a big mistake, running on the outside curb at turn 8 before overcorrecting and sliding towards the tyre wall. He continued but with flat spotted tyres, requesting new tyres and new underwear at his pit stop. On to lap 19 and Patel finally pits from the lead with D'Alessandro. This sees Martin Stefanko take the lead while still needing to make his first pit stop. As Patel exits the pits, he comes out ahead of Yerni Simoncic using the overcut to great effect. Stefanko gets rid of his prime tyres on lap 22, but Martin Gosby stays out to take the lead with Hoyer still in a net first position. Stefanko, he comes out behind Eros Masciuli. On the outlap he makes good progress and passes him at the end of the lap while using slipstream to full effect down the back straight. While all of this is going on, Risto Capit's day has gone from bad to worse. Having received a penalty for his spin, he didn't take it and got disqualified for not serving it within 5 laps. End of lap 26 though, and Gosby finally pits from the lead with 2 option stints to go. And due to Becker being held up at his pit stop, Gosby actually makes a huge overcut to be ahead of his teammate after starting in 16th. Hoyer is still leading, but maybe not for much longer as he makes a mistake at the last corner, giving Patel a great run into turn 1. The pair go side by side all the way to turn 5 before Patel takes the lead, allowing Simoncic to have a run at the German as well. The pair make contact into turn 7 and both lose a lot of time, with Simoncic coming out ahead. This also allows Martin Stefanko to close in on Hoyer. Coming onto the back straight, Hoyer doesn't make life difficult for his teammate, who goes past to chase down Simoncic for second place. Gosby wasn't too far behind either and dispatches Masciuli on lap 33 to take 5th place. He's also on the option tyre, and he's using them to full effect as the drivers go side by side through the final 3 corners, with Gosby taking the place. Simoncic and Hoyer pit for the last time on the start of lap 38. However, Patel and Stefanko wait until lap 42 and take options compared to the primes of Simoncic and Hoyer. Gosby takes the lead again, but also has one more stop to do. D'Alessandro comes under attack from the charging Simoncic as he races towards Patel. Overtaken on the back straight, seeming to be the best place on this circuit to make a pass. However, D'Alessandro turning into the apex, a little touch from behind and around he goes. Gosby makes his final pit stop on lap 43, taking the option tyres for one last sprint to the finish. Maybe even a podium. He comes out onto a clear track and immediately starts pushing. After only one lap, he catches Michi Hoyer, with the German making it a little easier for Gosby as he runs wide and then makes a mistake into turn 5. As Hoyer recovers, Simoncic's charge for first place ended up being turned into a defence, with Stefanko on the option tyres looking to take his second place. They go side by side through the last complex of corners, with Stefanko doing a cheeky little switchback and then going around the outside of Simoncic and getting ahead before turn 1. This all helps Gosby to catch up as well, who's also looking for that final podium spot. Gosby managed to get right onto the back of Simoncic and using slipstream as his best opportunity came on lap 47, trying to go around the outside into the hairpin, but Simoncic knew where to put his car and held off the attack from Gosby. From this point, Gosby's tyres started to fade. On the last lap now, and it's Patel who leads by a few seconds as he comes around the final corner and crosses the line to take his third win in a row to lead the championship by some 32 points. Stefanko does an amazing drive from 13th to 2nd and Simoncic rounds off the podium. Gosby also with an amazing drive from 16th to 4th, but a sad day for Hoyer, finishing in 5th place after leading for so long. D'Alessandro rounds off the points after his drive-through penalty early on. Musto have a huge 45-point lead in the constructors' standings from Ghost Speed and flag to flag. Twister though, they're struggling down in 6th place, and Born to Win are still without a point. Well, what another eventful race we've had here, and next time out we're at Montreal on the 23rd of April. You can find that live as it happens on the FSR YouTube channel from 5 PM GMT time. Subscribe now to ensure you don't miss any bit of the action. If you would like to get involved in Formula Sim Racing, check out the links in the description below. Make sure you also like, subscribe and share. Thank you to Cameron Rodger and Matthew Toussaint for making the highlights, and I've been your commentator, Dave Paling. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you at the next round of the 2017 Thrustmaster Formula Sim Racing World Championship. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again soon.